The following is a production of Medfield TV, community shows.
All right, so we're going to do online shopping today. So you're going to get all the gifts this year. We're going to do it safely and efficiently. So why do we online shop? The biggest thing is that it's easy. It's super easy. Go online. You can either Google things. You can go right to a website that is your favorite website, whatever it is.
Because now we should have done this, prior to Cyber Monday.
Yeah, well, yeah, exactly, right? But so you can save money, it saves time, and you can find everything and then some. You might have some ideas. Every time you go to an online shopping site, it's gonna, at the bottom, give you suggested things. People also buy, so you can find everything and more when you do that. Some of the top places that you can go online shopping, Amazon, obviously. I think everyone knows Jeff Bezos and his company. Great delivery system. No one beats Amazon's delivery. When you hit buy, it comes like within the next day or so.
Well, we've been seeing things on TV though that there's been a glitch with Amazon that people are getting gifts delivered to their door that they didn't order.
Oh, really?
And then they end up having to pay for it and they didn't even order. So,
oh, I didn't hear that.
Yeah.
I didn't hear that. But yeah, so normally, great delivery system. Most every product that you can possibly imagine is offered by Amazon, and it's a one-stop shop. You don't have to go to a million different places. Amazon's got almost everything.
Is it always free shipping?
It's not always free shipping. You can have Amazon Prime. We'll talk about that. And then there's also you can, maybe if you purchase so much, they'll wipe shipping for you and stuff. But Etsy is beautifully handcrafted artist designs, and they create, artists will put their own products up on Etsy, and you can purchase their handmade products. So like people who knit, you can find a lot of knitting things, right? People who make little handcrafted toys and whatnot, like all those things, Etsy.com is a great place to go. Google, we can be honest here, Google does everything. So you can just Google a product. If a kid wants a certain specific toy, you can Google it and purchase it offline. Roberta just reminded me of Facebook Marketplace. So you can go to Facebook. They have what's called a marketplace, and it's people literally just posting things that they have and the prices, and then they work out between them of who buys that product. So you'll write in, I want this, or you'll message them and say, hey, I want that couch that you have on.
Do you have to have a Facebook account?
You have to have a Facebook account for the Facebook.
I have two, and I don't know the secret passwords for them, so like my kids keep saying to me, we send you pictures on Facebook. I can't get them.
Oh, well, we'll have to log you in then.
Oh,
yeah, we'll get that. We'll log you in.
Okay. We'll
find your passwords. Overstock.com is another one that I saw. So basically I looked up top places to go. I knew the top 4, but then Overstock.com was one that they suggest, as well as just places that purchase too many things. They'll send it to Overstock, so you can get some pretty good deals on that. And then any of your favorite stores. So Target, Best Buy, Home Depot, Walmart, etc. Any of your favorite stores is gonna have an online store that you can go to, so you can do that. I figured before we start, I thought this was a fun trivia question. Who was the first company to offer online shopping?
Who was the first company?
The first company.
Sears Roebuck.
Who do you think?
Maybe Amazon.
Amazon? Nothing? No guess? It was actually Pizza Hut. Pizza Hut was the first online shopping, and they ordered a large pepperoni and mushroom pizza with extra cheese. That was the first online order ever.
The local store delivered it to you?
And the local store used to deliver it to you. And that was in 1994, was the first online order. But 3 tips to success for online shopping. Number 1, clothes are tough to buy online because obviously an extra large somewhere is different than a large somewhere else. I found that out when I started buying like really nice button-up shirts. I figured that Vineyard Vines, I'm a size down from where I am everywhere else. So if you buy from me for Vineyard Vines, then you have to go a size down, right? Or whatever it is. So you gotta kind of figure that out. Once you understand your sizes though, and you buying from a store you're comfortable with, online clothes are totally fine. It's not like you get something different. Be greedy, shop around for the best deals. It's super easy to find the best deals. You can just Google certain places and you can go to their websites, check prices all the time. Every single place that I looked up tips for online shopping, that was one of their things, was everyone says, like, be greedy and shop around.
So you would just Google that thing and then
Yep.
would it come up with
Different
6 places you could go?
Yeah,
Whatever?
yeah, it'll come up, usually it comes up like Amazon has a certain price, eBay is one, they'll have a certain price. They all come up underneath and then they all have their prices and
So
stuff.
you can see it right away, you don't have to go to the individual places.
Yeah, you can see them all right away, right from there. Yeah, sometimes, yeah.
Sometimes you'd have to actually go to the website.
The website itself, yeah.
Like, I was looking at storage devices.
Yeah, from last class.
Yeah, and, you know, Walmart, Staples is where I usually go to look for something like that. But Walmart, Best Buy, you know, eBay.
Yeah, they're all over the place.
Amazon.
Yeah, all over the place. And then...
And the couple of lines that you get on the Google page doesn't necessarily show the price.
Right. But it gives you a little snippet
Yeah,
you
sometimes
usually
it
get.
does.
Yeah.
It doesn't always.
And do things sometimes disappear before your eyes, like if they only had 3 of a certain item?
It's usually not too bad. Most stores at this point are pretty good about if you clicked on an item and you're looking at it, it holds that item. But yeah, that does happen. There are a ton of stores. I know my fiance, Caitlin, has these koozies that she loves. Off of, it's like an Etsy type of website that she buys these koozies from. And it's like Love Miche or something like that. It's Michelle, Love M-I-C-H. And the lady opens up the store and then literally you have to be right on it and everything sells out. And it's crazy. So there are stores that are like that, but for the most part, you're pretty good. Returns may be needed. So this is something that I'm going to show you later on Amazon's return policy, but always make sure you're checking your online store's return policy. Whether you have to go back to that store, whether you have to ship it back to them, whatever it is, always be mindful of whatever your return policy is. Hang on to the receipts. You know, it'll email you a receipt. You can print that out or you can leave it in your email, however you want to do it. Just make sure you can get to your receipt. And if you aren't giving the gift, you aren't saving the money if you don't return it. So that was like the big tip, was keep in mind, it might be a hassle to return something, but if you're not going to return it, then you're losing money. So the Amazon tips. Number 1 is Amazon Smile. I thought this was really cool. So Amazon Smile is, if you ever go to Amazon to purchase something, go to smile.amazon.com. And what ends up happening is it asks you for your favorite nonprofit organization, and it'll donate 0.5% of your purchase to the charity you choose. Now, you get no credit for it. You know, it's not like you can claim it in your tax returns that I donated this, because technically, no, you can't, because Amazon's the one that donates it. But it feels good knowing that you purchase something, you purchase a gift, and then they give 0.5%. So we'll talk about that in a little bit. And then the other one is 30-day free trial for Amazon Prime. It's usually $119 annually. But if you guys are all starting out for the first time ever, then you can try a 30-day free trial, which means that all through December you would get free Amazon Prime. But just make sure that you do cancel it before it kicks in, you know. But that's an offer for you. It's a way to save money, both on Amazon but also elsewhere. Like if you shop at Whole Foods, so Whole Foods has deals with Amazon Prime. You can order food at Amazon Prime, they'll have it waiting for you, but you also get deals on the food and certain items as well. So Amazon Prime has all sorts of benefits all over the place, but that's one of the things that you guys can look at.
So tell me, they save it for you at the store, the physical store itself?
Yeah, if you're shopping at Whole Foods, you know,
So,
yeah.
So you would just go and...
Yeah, it'll be sitting there ready for you. Yeah, you have to go to the store, yeah. But yeah, all sorts of stuff like that. Whoop, I think did I skip one? Yeah.
So in general, the free shipping is, well, if you have Amazon Prime, but if not, it's, if you spend a certain amount of money, and you're sending it to the same address?
Yeah, certain websites have that offer. You know, Amazon might not, but certain websites certainly have that where it's like, oh, if you spend over 100, we'll waive, you know, the shipping. It's usually like $100 or more, something like that. The top Amazon tips, some more, is subscribe to products. So I didn't even know you could do this before I started researching today. What you can do is subscribe to certain products, and it'll tell you when they become available, when they have a deal, when they have certain things going on. And you can earn deals if you subscribe to products that you purchase all the time. If you subscribe to, it said 5 or more per month, then it will give you certain deals and stuff that you can start getting on products. So subscribe to products is something they offer. Pick a day delivery is coming soon. So Amazon has their world famous 2-day delivery, or if you have Prime, they'll do day of delivery, which is crazy to me. But then they'll have pick a day. So if you know, like, hey, I'm not going to be around when you deliver that, but I want to be, you can pick a day and say, I want it to show up on Wednesday or Thursday or whatever, and they'll actually do pick a day. And then the last one is Prime is actually pretty easy to get out of. It's not one of those crazy ones where you have to let them know 7 years in advance or anything like that, right? It's any time that you want to get out of Prime, it's actually really easy to exit. So it's easy to get in, easy to get out.
And they refund your money?
Not that they won't refund your money, but they'll cancel the subscription for you. So whatever you've already paid, you know, you'll have paid that, but then going forward, they'll cancel the subscription. Yeah, so it's like 30, I think it's like something like, it's $119 annually, so whatever that works out to per month. Like if you cancel in June.
35.
What?
$35 a month.
It's how many?
$35 a month.
$35 a month, so yeah.
Why isn't it 120 divided by 12, which is 10?
I'm not sure, but I had it.
Because they'd rather have you do it for a year.
Yeah. Yeah, the one that I saw was $119 annually, and then I think it was like $30-something a month.
Divided by 12
Yeah.
months gives you 10. So
I think it might be like one of those things where it's like you can do like an annual like thing for 119, 120
yeah, but
bucks.
each month is really more.
Yeah, each month is pretty. Yeah.
Okay.
And then let's get into some of this stuff here. Some tips for you guys to be safe online shopping. Because obviously once you start putting in your credit card information, once you start doing those things, you start worrying about all sorts of hackers, people getting your information, people doing all that stuff. Not that it can't happen, but here's some ways that we can, you know, mitigate those problems. So number one is know the store.
And what does that mean?
What do you mean?
I mean, how can you know the store?
Oh, so like I'm shopping on Best Buy or Target,
Yeah.
or, you know, so if I go to bestbuy.com or target.com, you know,
And
one of
not
those.
just Brent's shop.
Yeah, not, yeah, don't.
Brett's shop.
Yeah, brettshop.com is probably going to get you. Yeah. So go to a store that you trust. You know, if you're shopping a store that you trust, then you absolutely are going to be okay. Yeah, but there's. You could, yeah, you can, but it's much smaller chances if you're buying from someone who's a retailer that you're familiar with.
And you're talking about issues with the purchase and delivery and stuff.
Yeah.
As opposed to hacking where somebody else has come in and grabbed.
Yeah, so like you'll have problems with, you could have problems with online shopping for sure, but definitely if you know the store, you're familiar with them, you're familiar with what they're doing, it's going to be two things. It's going to be one, if something does happen, which is very rare, but if something does happen, then you have a way of getting to the store, talking to them about it, and solving that problem a lot easier than if you're on a site that you're not familiar with and you're dealing with those people. You might not have a relationship. So,
like Judy's Knit Club or whatever.
Right.
yeah.
I might not trust Judy.
Yeah, there's like you'll find like there's some weird websites out there that you'll be like, oh wow, like, you know, this was $100 over here and it's $5 on this site. Well, there's a reason why it's $5. They're probably trying to do something. Make sure the website's secure. I'll show you guys ways that you can do that. We'll talk about that. Number 3, like I said, know the return policy. All right, that's always a big one because sometimes if you buy from a site that maybe you don't know or you're unsure of, the return policy is usually like, you're not going to return the product. So you want to make sure that there's a return policy. Use strong passwords. Anytime you are putting a password into a website, so a lot of these sites, they'll save your credit card number, which is super convenient, and they have a lot of protection. But if you are saving something, you're making a login like Amazon Prime or whatever, use a strong password.
What do you mean by strong?
So use something that is, not like Karen1234, right? It should be a hard one to guess. I showed you guys before, like your laptop can remember passwords for you, so that'll help. But also if you log into Amazon or if you log into any of these sites, a lot of times your computer will come up with a password for you and it'll say, do you want to use this strong password? And you can say yes, and your computer will remember that. And it'll be a totally randomized set of letters and numbers.
But we have to write it down, so we'll remember.
You can write it down, yep. So you can hit show password, it'll show you, and then you can write it down. It'll have random capital letters and lowercase and symbols and whatnot. So definitely use strong passwords. Keep up to date on virus protection. If you have Apple, Mac, the computers come with a lot of virus protection, a lot of that stuff. But that's also how they'll get you is those things like, don't go clicking on a lot of advertisements unless, again, it's a specific ad that you know what it is. Don't click on a ton of advertisements because that'll send you to websites that are iffy at best. Yeah. Number 6, use a secure credit card with good protection. So this was an interesting one that I came across. They said if you are online shopping, use your credit card because that's going to come with a lot of protection from your banks. So, if you have a Citizens Bank card or Bank of America or whatever it is you're using, use that credit card number because the bank is going to look out for you on top of whatever the website's doing as well. So always use your own credit card. And then PayPal is another option that you can use. PayPal itself is secure. That's a whole nother process of paying for something. So it's like having a credit card through a website. So you can put your own bank information into PayPal and they have their own security stuff as well. So those are 2 ways that you can pay for things. Credit card, or you can use a system like a PayPal or something.
I have a debit card, but not a credit card.
Yep.
Would you recommend PayPal?
Yeah, so PayPal would be a good, yeah, absolutely. So you can go to a PayPal and use something like that would be really good. Some sites don't take PayPal, most sites do. So like if you're shopping on Amazon, that usually takes PayPal, and it'll say like PayPal secure checkout. And so you'll go through the PayPal system. Secure sites. So in the address bar, and I'll show you guys a physical picture of this in a little bit, but there's a padlock symbol next to the address bar. So when you're typing in smile.amazon.com and you hit enter, it'll come up and it'll have a little padlock next to it. And that means that that website is secure. So that website is a good place to be shopping. And that's by web standards. So people who create their own websites, who do their own things, they have to pay money to have like GoDaddy secure their site for them. The web address should be an HTTPS web address. And that S in that, those letters all stand for something. The S stands for secure. So that's what that S is. You'll see some are HTTP. It means they're not secure sites.
HTTPS?
That S is secure. Yep. And then some web browsers use this, some don't. But you'll see the address bar will turn green. Every now and then you'll see a green address. The actual words will be green. That means that it's a secure site as well. So there's different ways of actually seeing that the website that you're on is a secure site that has its own protections built in for you and itself.
I think one of the browsers I use, if it's not a secure site, will actually say not secure.
Yep.
At the beginning.
Yep. So there's a lot of times that'll happen.
So then, is it wrong to use that?
It's not wrong, it's just be weary of what you're doing. So understand that if I go to an unsecure site, like if any of you made a website, or if your friend, your neighbor made a website, there's a chance they didn't secure their website. So it'll say, this website's not secure, and be like, all right, but I know whose website it is, you'll go to it. You might not want to type in your credit card information on it, but you'll at least understand that you can go to that website and it'll be a good place. Security, this is a big one. Secure Wi-Fi or internet connection. Never shop on a public web service. So in other words, you go to Starbucks, right? Everyone uses Starbucks as the example. So if you go to Starbucks, you jump on their Wi-Fi. It's a public open Wi-Fi system, which means that anyone who's worth half their salt in hacking can jump on that and get into your computer that way.
Public library too.
Yeah, so I wouldn't go to any public place like that unless you have to type in a password or something like that.
So schools the same way.
Schools, same way. I wouldn't shop at the school. You can go and search the web and do all that. That's totally fine. Yep, do all that.
Just don't put in your money.
Yeah, just don't be buying things on that, especially at this time of year. People are literally looking for that, you know. Two-factor authorization. This is a new thing that's coming out. A lot of sites will offer two-factor authorization. What that means is basically you type in your password, and then it'll also send you an email or a text message of a code, and you'll have to type in that code. So I have a couple websites that do that with me. Our Medfield TV's Instagram page has that for me. So when I go to type it in, it also comes up with a code, and it'll text me every time I log in. We have what's called a Stripe account. So that's if someone's paying for a product on Medfield TV, they go through what's called Stripe, and that's a secure, it's kind of like PayPal, but the other way. Rather than you paying through it, you pay us through it. And basically what it does is it sends me a notification for a code that I have to type in order to log into it. So two-factor authorization. Pay using a secure source, like I said, credit cards, PayPal, something like that. Those are secure. And then if something does go wrong, if something happens, the first place that they say to go to is the provider. So contact them and then immediately contact your bank and let them know, hey, someone purchased something, and then also let your bank know, hey, this purchase was not correct. Most of the time you can figure your way out and do all your stuff without having to do too much damage, without having to replace everything, because that is super annoying when you have to replace everything. But for the most part, go right to the provider and then right to your bank.
And you're going to know this because you're going to see it on your statement.
Yeah, you'll see it. You'll see it. Yeah, that's one thing they haven't figured out how to hide yet. So this is, I logged into smile.amazon.com, so that's what's up right here. So you can see up here, smile.amazon.com, but then this is the little lock symbol, and that's telling me that this is secure. And then if you click on this, that's when it'll come up the whole name, and that's where you'll see HTTPS and then it's smile.amazon.com. I picked St. Baldrick's Foundation. So St. Baldrick's is a children's cancer fundraiser that I do every year. We shave our head for children's cancer. So they have over 1 million nonprofit organizations that you can do. So I was pretty pumped that I could find the St. Baldrick's Foundation. So every time I purchase something off of Amazon, 0.5% goes to St. Baldrick's Foundation. So all that stuff. And you can pick any one that you want, but something like that is a great way to do it. This is the return policy for Amazon. So you can return items sold on Amazon.com. When you return an item, you may see different return options depending on the seller, item, or reason for return. So anytime that you're going to return something, it's actually, I opened it up and I almost returned something by accident. It's pretty easy to return something on Amazon. It's just literally a button click to say, like, I want to return this item, and then it sends you through a portal of like what you have to do. But gift returns, start a gift return by using the order number. So once you purchase something off of Amazon, it'll send you an email with an order number. Save that order number and you just type that in right here. And then you hit search and it'll come up exactly what you purchased, and you can hit return. You can print your labels, all that stuff right on the website, and then get product support. People will actually help you out if you're totally lost. So you can figure it out.
So how you print a label? Like you need to have a printer, don't you?
Yeah, so you would have to have a printer.
So your laptop or whatever is attached to the printer.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure if you go to like UPS or something, they can print a label for you there too.
And if you're going to return it, then you need to save the box that the thing came in and all that jazz.
Yeah, yeah, so you'd have to do that. Or you can bring it to UPS or whatever, and they'll box it for you, but that comes at a cost, right? So
Where's UPS here?
I don't know if it's UPS, but I think whenever I go, there's one, I think in Dedham, there's a store. It's like 10, 15 minutes away.
So there's nothing here, like, did they used to be something in Shaw's?
There's a
You can use the post office too, that's another one, yeah.
shipping company in that mall that's between Shaw's and,
Marshalls? There?
yeah.
Shaw's and Marshalls?
Oh, there it is?
I didn't know
Yeah,
that.
because I actually used it, it's FedEx.
Oh, okay, I didn't know that.
And,
So like near Blue Moon?
let me think.
Yeah.
I think it's that same plaza.
Not in that Blue Moon Marshalls one.
The one that's up close where the donut shop is. The other,
Oh.
the other end
Yes,
of the donut
yes.
shop.
Oh,
Yes.
we're doing an expresses. Yeah. I didn't realize that there's a
That's
FedEx there.
FedEx.
There's a FedEx there, everybody.
Yeah, right next to Italian Groceria.
Ah, okay.
Oh,
Our favorite lunch spot.
Yep.
And I think he does other things too, but he, doesn't necessarily do UPS.
Yeah, that's cool. I didn't know that. So yeah, them,
But-
post
but-
office, any of those places.
Is there a place in Mills?
I think there may be.
Yeah.
And I know that Framingham has UPS.
Yeah. So there's a bunch.
Yeah.
But yeah, any place that you can send a package out of, we'll do it for you.
And a lot of these places, like I think you can arrange for UPS or FedEx to pick
Come to
something
you.
up at your house.
Okay.
Yeah.
And there used to be a box in front of the Needham Bank for small stuff,
Oh.
and I forget whether that was UPS or FedEx, but
And wasn't there one in front, am I crazy now, in front of the lot? In front of the post office? Wasn't there a FedEx box? Oh, no.
I don't remember.
I don't know.
But it's been lots
I
of
know I've
years,
seen a box somewhere.
it's been lots of years since I've done much shipping.
Yeah. No, I usually buy if I
It-
want,
it-
and I
it-
ship it to my child. So
Yeah.
if they want to return it, that's their problem.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah, that is something you can do. You can type their address in. But so what can I return? You may return most new unopened items sold and fulfilled by Amazon within 30 days of delivery for a full refund. During the holidays, items shipped between November 1st and December 31st can be returned until January
Is this
31st.
Is this in print somewhere else?
Yep, so this is on Amazon's site. All I did was take screenshots and I blew them up for you. When you get the refund, it's about 2 to 3 weeks. It's after 7 days from when they receive and process your order. And does Amazon offer replacements and exchanges? Yes, you can create replacement and exchange orders from this page by clicking return items and following the instructions and yada, yada, yada. And the last one is, did you know, can't create an item, can't return an item, sell or trade in the item. So if you're at a point where they won't accept it for whatever reason, you can sell or trade that item as well, and they have ways to do that. So Amazon's a great way to shop because also there's like fail safes. If everything goes wrong with your item, you can either sell it, you can get rid of it, you can return it, you can do whatever. So Amazon's a great way to do that.
So can you explain that, please?
Yeah.
If you can't return an item, meaning what? Meaning I physically can't get to the...
No, if you can't return the item, like if it's too damaged, they won't take it. It's beyond 30 days.
Okay.
If it's any of those reasons, if for whatever reason Amazon, some items you just can't return. There are some things that it's like, this is a purchase. Yeah, there's purchase, swimsuit. Yeah, there's all sorts of items that like if you buy, you can't return this. If that's the process, they'll just, yep, you might be able to sell it or trade it depending on what you do. So Amazon's an awesome way to do it. But that's a place that you can go shopping and it's an easy, simple way to do. And it's just like a Google, you go up to the top, you type in the product, whatever it is, and it'll come up for you. It'll come up it'll give you hundreds of suggestions and you just go through and you find what you're looking for. Now, I will say this, I'm a firm supporter of local businesses. They're awesome, they're great, but if you need that one item that the kid is screaming for, online shopping is a great way to do it. So, yeah. Is there any questions? That's what I got for you today.
Wow.
Yeah, so I mean, like I said, let me see, I'll go back to, where is it?
So HTTP exists without an S.
Yeah. Yep. And that's just the websites. Again, they make it really easy.
Website addresses
Yeah.
officially start with the
Yeah.
HTTP.
Yeah.
But if they have an S, then you know it's secure.
Yep. Yep. And then these sites here are ones that if you use these, you're almost for sure going to find what you're looking for. You know, if you go to a Target, a Best Buy, a Home Depot, Walmart, if you go to Etsy, if you go to Amazon, if you Google it, right? Those are all sites that you know are going to be secure. They purchase things all the time. You're familiar with the store. You'll find most 90% of everything through those sites. Beyond that, it's, you know, you might go to a site that you have to be a little more secure yourself. But for the most part, you're finding everything you need.
I have sort of a recycling question.
Mm-hmm.
Because we're doing a lot, I'm the chairperson of the recycling committee here in Medfield.
Oh, okay.
And we're doing some research on electronics. Because we used to have an electronics guy come to the transfer station once a month.
Yeah.
And like you could bring your TVs or whatever, you know, and sometimes you had to pay and sometimes you didn't. He's balking at wanting to do this because the market has changed and so he's not making any money. So we're doing some research like for example, we could go to Best Buy and bring our old computer or our
cool,
old TV or whatever, and they take them back and stuff like that. How about this? Like if we buy a new laptop online, will they take back the old one?
I don't know. That's going to be based on the sites themselves. So that's one of the things you'll have to look up on the site.
Okay.
I don't know if Amazon will do that, but Best Buy does a lot of those return policy
Best Buy,
stuff.
I think some of the stores do.
Staples.
Yeah.
Staples, I think, and we're checking out Walmart and Target and all those other stores, you know, to see. Best Buy, at least in the past, has taken back things even that they haven't bought.
Right.
You know, so we're doing a lot of research on that. But I was just wondering about, so those are the actual physical locations. I was just wondering if you knew about the online.
Yeah, I don't know about the online ones, if they'll do a swap or anything like that. Amazon seems like they'll do something with it. But yeah, I know Best Buy does a lot of that stuff too. So.
Yeah, okay.
But yeah.
Thanks.
Cool. Is there any other questions or anything?
How do you order? Now, suppose you want something from Walmart,
Mm-hmm.
and I want to get it through Amazon. How do you order it?
So if you're gonna either buy it from Amazon or Walmart, right? So what you'll do is you'll either go to Amazon's site, you'll find the item, so you'll search for it.
They have anything?
Yeah, so they'll have everything. If you want something specifically
the
from
prices
Walmart,
too.
yeah, and they'll have the prices and everything too.
So then you can check and see which one was cheaper? Or
Yep,
something?
yep. So you can go to Walmart after that. So if you go to Amazon first,
And
then you can
if
go to
I find,
Walmart.
Walmart cheaper? then-
Yeah, yep, and you
and
can
I
buy it from
order
Walmart.
oh.
Yep. And so what usually happens is there's a cart. So what you'll do is you'll find the item, you'll hit add to cart, and then there's literally a little shopping cart up at the top right of your screen. You'll click on that. All the things that you just clicked on will be in there, and then you'll hit purchase, and it'll take you through a whole process. So it'll take you through. Basically, it'll ask you for your credit card information. It'll ask you for your billing address, your home address. And it'll take you through that process. Each website is pretty similar. If you use PayPal, one of the things that'll happen is at the bottom of the site, it'll ask you either credit card information or PayPal. And if you click on PayPal, PayPal remembers all your information for you. So it'll remember your credit card number, it'll remember your home address, your billing address. And so it'll securely have all that information so the websites can just take it from PayPal. So then you don't have to refill it in every time you go to do something. But yeah, there's all those. But yeah, it's usually just a process. Once you get to the cart, that's the part. You just click on that, and then it's right at the bottom. Usually says, complete payment. But you got to make sure you go through that. If you just click on things, they just sit in the cart for you, and they don't do anything. So just make sure you go back to that shopping cart and finish.
I ordered a certain thing for about 3 weeks now. I couldn't get it. Because I know I was going shopping and I want to I will do some quilting and some things before I have to do
I
it
know I'm
for
bad
Christmas.
with the final step.
And still
Yeah.
I don't know how to order this, otherwise I would have ordered and got.
Yeah. So Any of these items here, these are items that, so this one here is one that we recently looked at and stuff. Amazon will remember that. It says hi Brett, so I log in. But this is the cart up at the top right. In most stores, your cart is at the top right. You know, every time you go to one, it's a little shopping cart, and then it'll tell you how many items you've put in. So you just click on that, and it'll take you to exactly everything that you purchased.
And if you decide you want it, like you've got 10 items in there and you decide you don't want one of those items?
It'll remove item is right, yep. Yeah. So you click in the cart, and you can hit remove item, you can hit.
And if you can see where specifically that item is to remove that one.
Yep, yep. So yeah, and then it'll also, if you accidentally like click out and you leave it, you're like, you know what, I am going to purchase that. You log back in, it'll save your cart for you. So it'll be up there. Yep. Yep. I think it's for a couple days at least. It'll save it for a little while. But if not, it'll end up just clearing out and you can do your thing. There's actually a whole thing of research that these websites do about their cart, and it's how many customers go into the cart right after buying it, how many people leave a full cart. They call it, if you leave the full cart and you have stuff in there and then you just go away, there's a whole line of research as to why people do that, what happens, how do you finish that. So yeah, that's a normal one. But yeah.
I know that Walmart and some of the other stores at some point have an option between having it shipped to you or picking it up for free at the store.
Yeah, yeah. So Amazon actually has I know they'll have pickup locations. So you can either have it shipped to your house or like Whole Foods. A lot of the Whole Foods will have, they'll have Amazon pickups at their store. So you can order something online, show up at Whole Foods that day, go grocery shopping, get Amazon Prime, pick up stuff and your deals. And so that's
what people are doing with the grocery stores.
Yeah, that's living in the 21st century right there.
Order online.
And it's ready for you.
Yeah, and it's ready for you.
So somebody else does the grocery shopping for you? Like,
yes.
Up ahead of
Mm-hmm.
us and
Oh, they have stores now.
In general, they know what they're looking at. So
Yeah.
If they don't, my daughter said that one time she was at Stop and Shop and an employee was going through produce and basically said, I'm going to go out back for that. She was like
the employee that does this. It's not a robot.
Yeah, it's not a robot. It's a person will go and do it. Gee, what's the Dinner Dash or DoorDash?
DoorDash, yeah.
DoorDash.
That's
is
awesome.
On your phone or on an app, you can order food and they'll deliver whatever it is right to your door. So it'll be whether it's, Stop and Shop's been doing it for a while.
Yeah, that one's Peapods, right? Yeah.
They do Peapod, so you can go and Stop and Shop, order your food, they'll deliver it. But now with DoorDash, it's kind of like Uber for food. Uber does one too, Uber Eats. But they'll literally deliver food to your doorstep. They do everything but put it in your mouth.
Make sure you're home.
Yeah. Just like.
Do they do groceries or is it just like restaurants?
I think it's just restaurants.
That's what I thought too.
But places do. Individual restaurant or individual grocery stores will do like Peapod and stuff.
Yeah.
There's a lot.
And they really do make sure you're home to get the food.
Yep. It's like it's just like ordering delivery, but now they do it for places that don't have delivery. So like you can order like Taco Bell that doesn't deliver. Now they do because DoorDash has them. So.
It costs a lot to do this, or what?
Usually a couple bucks more per item. It's
per item.
So it's you're talking like another like $10 to get it delivered to your door. Yeah, exactly.
For your meal stuff.
Yeah, that's like for eating.
Because I think the charge on somebody in the knitting group has Roach Brothers put together their grocery things for the week, and I think she said that the charge for that was $6.
No, that's pretty cool.
For the whole thing. And I think
so you probably spend that in gas getting down.
Either Peapod used to be like $10 for the order.
Yeah.
For a while it was, if you ordered $60 worth of stuff, it was free delivery. But
so then you have to order a freezer. you know, on the.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
So
exactly.
you say, "With food," okay.
But yeah. All right. Awesome.
The proceeding was a production of Medfield TV, Community Shows.